Alright, sort of welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings YouTube Atheist Community and Stick and Fun. I'm going to say that twice. Yeah, I just realized it's the 200th edition, should probably do something. I don't feel like doing a video, some sort of special 200th edition video. No, don't feel like it. But anyway, just realized, I did pick up this here violin. Look, it's a violin. It's called a, some kind of practice violin or something. But it comes in a case and everything. And, I got it really, for nothing. So I figure I'll do a some sort of violin solo-y thing, right? I mean, is this how you do it? Something like this? Yeah, ooh, yeah, it works. So, let's see. I'll do a violin song to celebrate the 200th edition of What the Fuck. And, yes, look, all the hairs are breaking off this thing. This Bowie thing. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Just warming up. Practice. It is the 200th edition of What the Fuck and such. I'll do some big finger wiggling. Ooh. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. Life is a snarky pile of shit, and such it is a snarky pile of shit, and such. There. Okay, there you go. So my first violin solo. It wasn't bad. I mean, it almost sounds like a violin. It sounds like the foxes are chasing the rabbit and such, and then the squirrel says, ooh, run, 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 run. And then the foxes are running, 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 and then the squirrel says, fuck this shit, I'm gonna go have a banana cream pie. And then the foxes are running, and then they get tired and decide. Ooh, stop working. There it goes. That makes some cool sounds, don't it? I love violins. I really do love violins. So I should have fun with this. Anyway. Alright. So there, that's the special. Yeah, it's as good as you're getting now, okay? Like, in the winter, I promise, I'm going to do something interesting. I wonder, I should try human hairs. But these are tough, but they did break. But you can play with anything. I mean, I'll just save these and I'll just play with a single hair. That should be pretty cool. So I'll just save this over here. That pile of junk. Anyway, alright, so on with the real video now. Yeah, well, it's a real, whatever. I mean, it's not even a good, well, whatever. It's that whole race thing. I ended up talking about that. Anyway, so till next time and such. Happy 200th. Yeah, go figure. Alright, another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings YouTube Atheist Community and Stickham Fun. Gotta remember the 15-minute limit. Just remembered that. Anyway, Inmendham channel. Yeah, last night in Stickham. Kind of a stupid night, unfortunately. Yep, a bit of a downer. But, whatever, happens that way. Sometimes you just end up talking about bullshit. There was a few moments where we got on some real subjects. Probably some of them we should have argued of more. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood. And, unfortunately. So it just didn't, I don't know, nothing good happened, realistically. Karina was in the room. The girls were all there, really. Samari and Boyd, whose other name is something, I don't remember. But anyway, oh man, they looked marvelous and such. That was really very nice. But yeah, we ended up just talking about, I don't know, dog biscuits, eating dog biscuits. I mean, just really, it just didn't go anywhere. So anyway, I guess, yeah, there's not much to comment on, I don't think. So we'll just move along to the other atheist community stuff, which has sort of been, this whole race thing has been the big noise. Karina made a couple of videos. Seems kind of frustrated, and yeah, I can sort of see why. I mean, hey, Ruka does. She has a nice little snarky presentation, and you know, she talks rather quickly and concisely, or whatever the point might be there. But anyway, you know, much like whatever his name is, Fringe Element guy, you know, he's got rhetoric, but it's like Venom Fang X, you know, that's all it is rhetoric. It's just sort of empty, vacuous words, and the agenda is always the question. What is the agenda? And you know what? You know, it's like Venom Fang X. Oh yeah, Venom Fang X, do I believe you? Do I think you really want to live in heaven? I don't think so. And what? Twiddle your thumb next to Jesus or something? I mean, what the hell are you going to do? And these racist nutballs, well, I don't want to get on the whole subject of this, but yeah, what's their agenda? Oh, we'll voluntarily separate. Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll work out. Why don't we do it based on all kinds of standards? You know, and why stop at race? Or breed? I like breed better, human breeds. Yeah, why stop at breed? Why don't we go by eye color? So somebody can do a statistical survey and find out whether us blue eyes are much smarter than you fucking brown eyes, or the green eyes, silly people. Yeah, and then we can, you know, based on a 0.07% distinction, we can start segregating each other and calling each other names. Because you know that's what it's going to come down to. You know, why don't we walk up to all the dwarfs in the world and I'll call them Shorty and say, get out of town, Shorty. Go live in Shorty Town, you little fucking Shorty. And then we'll say the same thing to the tallies. Hey, Stretch, you're in the wrong town, Stretch. Go live in, you know, Stretchville. You know, and we'll have a town for one-armed people. Yeah, but we should definitely discriminate against them because, you know, they're less productive because they only got one arm. You know, so yeah, they definitely should be segregated. I mean, it doesn't matter even if they weren't born that way, even if it's not genetic, even if they lost their arm in the war, who cares? You know, they're missing an arm. So fuck yeah, we should discriminate against them because yeah, they're less human than we are. You know, but they only got one arm. I mean, fuck, that's so obviously less human. So shit, yeah, they should be in their own fucking town. And, you know, where everybody drives, you know, the one-armed cars and everything's modified just for one-armed people. So there's all this harmonity? Yeah, but he's harmonized, you know. So there's no peanuts in your mayonnaise or whatever the fuck you're after. And everything will be wonderful. So yeah, let's come up with all the distinctions we can come up with. Because obviously, I mean, picking on something like IQ test, which isn't really a measure of intelligence, it's just a measure of a certain kind of thinking, okay, and whether you're formatted. It's like a disk, you know, it can be formatted for DOS, or it can be formatted for whatever the Mac shit is called, you know, OS Fartneck. Yeah, then it's going to function differently depending on how it's formatted. Yeah, that's all an IQ test discriminates against. Is what was your formatting? How many books did you read? You know, how was your education? I mean, that's what it's measuring. How was your maturation in terms of exposing you to culture and rational thinking? Were you too preoccupied digging ticks and cockroaches out of your ass to bother with this thinking thing when you were a kid? But anyway, these people who want to, you know, let's voluntarily decide to segregate each other in gated, fenced-off communities where we can, you know, rationally deal, right? Rationally deal with the reality of diversity. And that'll be the rational way to deal with the problem. Let's make more borders, because nothing happens bad between borders. I mean, borders are proven in history to be excellent. No bombs ever fly over borders. I mean, that would be silly. Armies don't go marching over borders. No, that never happens. Oh, fucking idiots. You know, like we're gonna win through segregation. Like we're gonna win, you know, paying attention to the distinctions between each other. I mean, haven't you assholes read the Dr. Seuss book, The Starbelly Sneetch? I mean, come on. No one's going to win but the capitalist selling you bullets to shoot each other with. You're so fucking stupid. We've got to minimize the importance of these distinctions. Let's accept the fact that we're different. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Sometimes you're different because something goes wrong in a uterus. Should we put all the people who are been fucked over by some bad uterus trauma, should they go in some separate town, you know, birth defectville? Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we take all the people who have a broken gene, you know, that causes autism or birth defects of other type, yeah, and we can put them all in their own little town and say, see, aren't you assholes? See how much better we are than you are because we invented smoother peanut butter. I mean, you fuckers. It's just so humiliating to be human and listen to this crap. Like you're going to solve a problem by emphasizing it. Yes, let's make the wound better by cutting it even deeper and cutting it even longer and making even more blood fly out. Yeah, that's a solution to the problem. Yeah. I mean, it is a fact. It's a pain in the ass. Diversity fucking sucks. Yeah, it would be really nice if everybody was exactly the same. And so then when you had your race of life, your competition, we could all say, hey, everybody had a fair chance. We really did have a real Olympics and the real best man won. That would be really great, but that isn't reality. Sometimes the greatest hockey player is a guy that's 5 foot tall and weighs 130 pounds. So he'll never get to play hockey because he's going to get his ass kicked. And so it has nothing to do with all the other 99% of the skill level required to meet the standard. He's missing 1 stinking percent, and because of our stupid arbitrary reality, he gets fucked. And who wants to live in a world where that kind of shit is emphasized, where we emphasize crap like that? I certainly don't. But yeah, so I mean, the rational answer to the problem of our socialization, which creates our preferences and our tastes and our cultural, the narrowness of our cultural sensibilities, you know, what kind of vocabulary we like, what kind of speaking we like, what kind of mannerisms we like. And then you can go start talking about color of skin or animation or even how people fucking smell. Who the fuck cares what you want to pick on? But yeah, that all is arbitrarily decided, and we should just acknowledge that yes, it exists, but it's not a function. It's an error. It's not a good thing. It's a fucking nuisance thing, and something we have to deal with, not idolize, not put on a pedestal and say, hi, here's the sacred, you know, whatever, breed thing. Yeah, we all probably, at some level, have a sense that the way we live, the way my mother cooks lasagna, is the right way. And it's not a rational perception, okay? It's a subjective, conditioned perception of value. And we can't let that own us. We can accept it as who we are and what we are, but the minute we sit there and acquiesce to it, oh, we're